गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Last week we contemplated upon the world being the expression of the Lord or the Divine, and that Divine expressing in our heart as the Self. So the equation becomes Self is equal to Divine is equal to the world, is equal to Self is equal to, therefore Self is equal to the world. And in this relativity, it is that same Divine, same Lord, who is nothing but the world, who expresses as the world, which is none other than the Self. He appears as the Guru. And comes to the disciple, seeker. And what does he teach him? He teaches him exactly the same thing, that this world is the expression of the Divine, and the Divine is the Self in your heart. And Guru, if you are a miser, Guru will be only one person. Or else, everything, every experience, every contact, every communication, every interaction, everything in this creation can be the Guru to remind you that you are all that there is. Don't get lost in the variety. You cannot stop the variety, but you can remain undisturbed by the variety. And that is amply said in Puranas and Upanishads. Accept everything, reject nothing, and retain nothing. We must not be too proud of our sadhana. We must not be too proud of our understanding. We must not be too proud of our abilities. We must not be too proud of our success. All this keeps concretizing the personality, the ego. Coming to the truth, contemplating on the truth, meditating on the truth, must melt us away. Must melt our personality. And we can never melt our own personality. It is impossible. That will be the Hatha Yoga then. Hatha Yoga, forcefully you are going to do it. But you can go forcefully only to a certain extent. Maybe for a jump start it is good. But until and unless the wisdom doesn't dawn, knowledge doesn't click in. And what type of knowledge? Knowledge with devotion, knowledge with surrender, knowledge with a thirst, a pining to be that. For that, nothing is required. Only you need to be with yourself. Between you and yourself, no sound, no music, no scriptures, no world, no physical guru, no image of any god. Nothing is required. No past, no future, no memories. In fact, no thoughts. Because even if one thought comes, you are away. Well, you feel that you are not you if a thought comes. Because thought can be only in the projection. So stop projecting. Projection has a downside, and that is it objectifies everything. Even this pining and longing for the infinite is also a projection. But it is a better projection than other projections. And it needs to be given up eventually. When it dawns on you as a seeker in meditation that this longing is itself keeping you away from yourself. Because for longing there has to be a longer, a desirer who is longing to be one, so that one is separate, you are separate, and the mind is doing the process of crying out, calling out, seeking out. At any given moment, there is an eternal observer, even at this moment. Because truth can be caught only in the here and now. So be that eternal observer, undisturbed by any sort of information that is coming in. You cannot stop the information coming in. If in your mind the body identification is high, then the thoughts that will come in your mind are about family, are about hunger and thirst, are about relatives, possessions, etc., etc. You are sitting in meditation, you are thinking about the truth, but a general disposition in your life is on the pranas, then the thoughts that will appear in your mind are about food, hunger, thirst. If the disposition is that I am the mind, then I like this, I don't like this gives me joy, world is a source of misery, etc., etc. If we are identified with the intellect, thinking ourselves to be intelligent, then we will get disturbed by insults, will get elated by praises. Oh, a great speaker, a great meditator, everything, and you feel all puffed up. Next time someone says, hey, you stupid, you feel depressed. Why people are calling me like that? So it depends where your attention is with regards to your identity. People don't stop there. People think about heaven, then they will have those type of thoughts. They have imaginations, they see visions of gods, of angels. Then people's attention is on the blessings of the ancestors. Then ancestors come in their dreams or in their meditation to bless. And if their attention is on the siddhas, great masters, then they will come. If it is on God with the form, then He will also come. As depends where your attention is. But if we are or not if we are, our goal is to be with ourselves as ourselves, then all these pursuits, all these identifications, even though they are expressing, one must remain unresponsive towards them within. If you give attention, you have given it a reality. Then how do I not give it attention? If it comes, I will give it attention. Now you are talking. Let your attention be on the self in spite of all these thoughts coming and going. Develop a knack within yourself. That I can't stop the stimuli entering through the five sense organs. I can't stop the mind from remembering the past or having thoughts of the future. It is its nature, what to do. That is how it is. Sometimes it comments, sometimes it judges. That is how it is. Let it be. In spite of all this, knowing that it is in the relative, because it comes and goes, be the eternal witness in whose presence all this is going on. Know, just like we move around in the space, we move around in the house. Whichever room we go to, we are still inside the house. Similarly, we are in Victoria. Wherever we go, we are still in Victoria, Victorian space. Then Australia. Wherever we go around in this country, we are still in Australian space. Then Earth space. Similarly, be aware that whatever is taking place, thoughts, emotions, responses, reactions, memories, desires erupting in the mind, something or the other is popping up in the mind. It cannot be outside the divinity. Just like you cannot exist in the relative outside of space, wherever you go there is space. Come to realize that even this space is because of the self. Someone is illuminating the space. And that illuminator must be more pervasive than this entire space, which in its womb is having the entire cosmos, which is not other than the mind. Be the witness to that. The unchanging principle, the all-knowing principle, the unnegatable principle, the ever-existing one. Be that.